It's no surprise that data is the future, and it's exciting. A couple of months ago, I decided not to go to medical school and instead make the leap of faith to try to break into data science. It was really hard, and I'm not even fully there yet, but I think I got pretty lucky and I got my foot in the door in my journey to becoming a data scientist. So here's how I did it. Data science is a very new and quickly growing field. It's been called the sexiest job of the 21st century, and it's listed as the #1 search job on Glassdoor, which is like a job website. Data science is also a really ambiguous term. Different companies will define it differently, and if you do a quick search on any job search website out there for data scientist, you'll see that the roles and responsibilities are really varied. And because data science as a career is still so amorphous, your perception about what a data scientist does may be different from what you see or hear. This means that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to getting a data scientist job. Different people will tell you different stories about how they got it. So in this video, I want to take you guys through my process of searching for data scientist jobs and share with you my main takeaways. I think this is super important because I remember when I was looking for advice, I didn't really come across a single article out there that talks about this important thing that I ended up realizing. But I do think it needs to be said. And I'll also preface this by saying that I would consider myself a non-traditional applicant. I didn't major in computer science or physics or engineering or any of those majors usually desired by these companies. So during my summers, I didn't intern at tech companies. I did public health stuff because I was pre-med all throughout undergrad. So I had relatively little exposure compared to maybe other applicants to the world of data science. I'm also still interested in healthcare as a subject, so I mainly looked at positions where I could do data science on healthcare and medicine related topics. And this is a little bit different from a data scientist position elsewhere, say Facebook or something, because generally these health positions tend to look for a PhD and or substantial health tech experience. So what's commonly said is that there are 3 main components to the job search: the resume, the cover letter, and the actual search itself. And I'm going to tell you that what I realized the actual components to a successful job search were the resume, but also, more importantly, the connections. This video won't be a how-to on writing a resume for a data scientist position, but I can also make that video about that if you guys are interested. Just let me know down in the comments, because to be honest, there are not that many resources out there for how exactly to write or to go about writing a resume for a data scientist position. But if I could oversimplify it and summarize in one sentence about a resume, the main thing I would say is that it's the projects. They should be impactful and they should demonstrate the exact skills that the job description is looking for, or as close to exact as possible. Especially with data science positions, they're often looking for people to be able to make an immediate impact on the team, and they often have a specific type of person already in mind. So the more specific your skill set, the more likely you'll end up in the ideal position for you. The cover letter is overrated in my opinion. Controversial, I know. I've gotten the opportunity to speak with a couple of data science directors at various companies, and I'll touch upon this later when I talk about the importance of connections. But all of them said the same thing. The cover letter is usually skimmed at best, and it's often a tool for filtering out candidates as opposed to filtering in. So it may not be worth all that stress and effort crafting the perfect cover letter, because the truth is not many people will care about your cover letter as much as you do. And the main hard truth that I wanted to share in this video is the importance of connections. At a certain point during my job search, after 50 or so rejections / no responses, I was like, I need to do something different. So I reached out to my professors, my classmates, my undergrad career office, the career office at Cambridge, for any positions or opportunities that they knew of. The main advice I got from this endeavor, aside from the moral support, much appreciated, was to reach out to alumni, just cold message them. So that's what I did. I was that guy on LinkedIn. To anyone who had gone to Pomona, Mount Sinai, or Cambridge and was now working in data science, I sent them a message asking if they had time to chat. I must have reached out to 50 or so people and I got 8 responses. One of those responses ended up being a referral for the company that she was working at. And the other 7 were just really nice chats where they gave me lots of advice on how to start on the path of becoming a data scientist. Basically, everyone I talked to stressed the importance of connections, because if there's anything that you take away from this video, all it takes is one. You just need one offer or one opportunity, and then you're in. Everything else falls into place. It really does. So for me, I actually applied for this 5-month position where I'd be working as a front-end software engineer for the biostatistics unit at Cambridge. I was invited for a technical interview, and I prepared by going over some basic stats and probability questions, reviewing my projects so that I could talk about them fluently, and researching their projects for the job description so I can talk intelligently about them and ask good questions. I ended up getting this position, and I have to believe that my connection to some of the faculty at Cambridge played a small role in getting through to the interview. I mean, of course, I also felt like I was a strong candidate with good experience, because otherwise they shouldn't have hired me. But yeah, I got that job offer. So the final thing I want to conclude by saying is that I'm not advocating not to go through the process of going on websites like Indeed.com and applying cold, but it's important to set your expectations. If you reach out to people you've met in your professional lives and alums from your school, that goes a really long way. And by talking to all these people and putting yourself out there, you may just find yourself an opportunity that you couldn't have gotten the traditional way. So thanks for watching, and if you've watched to the end of this video, I do need your guys' help. It really helps me out when you leave me comments so I know what types of videos I can make to best share things that you want to know about. So definitely ask me questions, message me, and if you want to see more videos, like and subscribe. And also stay tuned for a vlog of my big move to the UK. I'll see you later.